Jack, he couldn't need no fare. His kid was scrawny boy, nothing but born. His wife grew up to 600 pounds. Now they're living at the nursing home. Could it happen? Could it happen today? I don't see it turning out that way. Leave it lying by the side of the road, let it go. 'Cause life ain't no fairy tale. Pretend it's heaven when the sign says hell. You say you're winning, but you know damn well that life ain't no fairy tale. Lady Muffet, eating curds and whey in the shadow of a willow tree, till the spider went today. Doctor named the allergies. Could it happen? Could it happen today? I don't see it turning out that way. Leave it lying by the side of the road, let it go. Whoa, whoa. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause life ain't no fairy tale. Pretend it's heaven when the sign says hell. You say you're winning, but you know damn well that life ain't no fairy tale. Mr. Dillon lied about the gold. He said his daughter she could still on straw. But the Stiltskin wanna take her child. She turned the tables and they said, huzzah! 'Cause life ain't no fairy tale. Pretend it's heaven when the sign says hell. You say you're winning, but you know damn well that life ain't no fairy tale. It's right, life ain't no nursery rhyme. Work and drive and take it for your time. We do it all for the rolling times. 'Cause life ain't no nursery rhyme. That's right, life ain't no fairy tale. Pretend it's heaven when the sign says hell. You say you're winning, but you know damn well that life ain't no fairy tale.
That is awesome. Wait, I can't see. I'm sorry. I'm blind as a bat. There we go. Got little buttons over here. Looks like we got some new ones. Episode 152, StL Roar. God, it's been so long since I've been here, I swear. Louis Wood Love Studios, and we've got Aaron Meyer in the house. That was his song. Fairy Tale. You said it was messed up. How was it messed up? It wasn't the version you wanted.
Missing the bass and the lead guitar, but
Well, maybe it's in another one.
it's in another one. We just picked
The one
wrong
next to it. I
one.
picked the wrong. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
It's all right. It
You
sounded
know,
pretty
we make
cool the way it
mistakes.
was.
You just have to play it live, see?
All right.
Yeah, I'm sure you can do that. So, would you like to start playing some songs, or do you want to talk about this story behind this song?
Okay, I'll go ahead and play a song here.
Okay. Cool.
This song is about strong women, because that's what I like.
Awesome.
It's called She Decided to Leave.
Really?
Fading.
to leave. She decided to leave. She decided to go. She decided to leave. Spread your wings and fly. Spread your wings and fly. She decided to leave. She decided to go. She decided to back up her sister's truck and she hit the road. She's made up her mind. Now she's turning the key. She really doesn't know how far she'll get, but she needs to be free. She needs to be free. So she decided to leave. She decided to leave. She decided to go. She decided to leave.
It leaves room to a lot of interpretation. How many of us been there? I mean, you know, it doesn't always have to be about beatings and all the horrible stuff. Sometimes you just gotta go.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's the beauty of rock lyrics. It is whatever the listener decides it is, that's what it is.
Right. What's your inspiration? Do we need to know who this is?
Well, I got tough people. That's what I got. Yeah, this is my tough
That's
wife,
awesome.
Chris.
Hi,
She's a
hi,
strong
hi, hi.
woman. That's what I like.
You
And I
got her behind bars there with that chair.
I know, I kind of want to.
You guys want to sit at the table? You guys get more than welcome to come up to the table and sit and talk if you want. Come on up.
I felt like second row citizens back there.
That's okay. It's all right. Well, I'm glad you
This
whipped
is
him into
my
shape.
strong daughter, Lindsay, with me too.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, awesome.
I'm just here for the beer.
That's okay. Well, there's plenty of
And
it.
the music.
And the music. That's right. So, how long have you been writing music?
I haven't been writing all that long. Like I wrote a few songs over the years and years ago, but didn't do much with them. And then a couple of years ago, I just got tired of doing cover tunes all the time, and I had the creative edge. It was really starting to burn.
Right.
So I decided to get serious a couple of years ago, and I've written about 18 songs or so since then. And some of them, you know, I play the live shows by myself, and some of them don't turn out that good with one person and one guitar. So, you know, they're back there. And then the ones that still sound good with just solo, then I play those at the wineries and the bars. I still play those whenever I can.
So, do you have you laid down all these tracks? Do you have like CDs or is it just
No,
online?
I just did the
or?
one EP is what I did. It's called To Be Continued,
Mhm.
and it's got 4 songs on it. And that was basically the first 4 that I had all the way finished.
Right.
And so I took a couple of partners of mine and begged them to work for free and go to somebody's basement and redo this recording.
Gee.
And they worked hard on it. And, yeah, it turned out good. And
Yeah, Rick's
so,
done that.
Yeah,
Rick's
we're
done
proud
that.
of that.
So, did you have one producer, or did you all just collaborate on it?
It's
and,
mostly me, but the mixing guy, Brian, also helped me with that. Bradley Arl, so yeah, thanks to him. But yeah, Paul Fryer did the guitar work over the top of what I did, and
very
he
cool.
also was able to cover all the bass stuff because he's multi-talented. So
You've
thanks
gotta
to
have
Paul
those
Fryer
friends, yes,
for
definitely,
that.
sure.
And I had my friend Rich Wisniewski playing the drums on it. He was my drummer in the band I used to play in
Right.
called Staggered Cat.
Right.
I used to play with him in a band. We called him Rich Kid.
Rich
Because
Kid.
we couldn't pronounce his last name.
Yeah, I know.
They called it. The singer says, "Oh, that's Rich Kid." So that's what I knew him as.
So
He's
how's-
got a baby face too.
He does. He's like, are you old enough to be in the bar? Wait, let me show you. he's super cool.
Great drummer too.
Oh, he is, and he's just cool. I mean,
Oh,
has there
yeah,
been an ego?
way
Does he
back.
even have an ego? I don't think so.
Right, yeah.
I mean, he's just always been super nice. And how long were you in Stagger Cat? Were you one of the originals, or
Yeah,
how long has that band been around?
uh,
Forever.
I was with them 13 years, and I quit back in like 16 or
Right.
so. And they're still going, still
Yeah.
playing out, having
Mhm.
fun at the bars like they always have been.
Yeah.
But it was hard to get my original music going with them, doing the bar scene like that. So
Well, I've said it a million times. You've got to have originals to make more covers.
Right.
So come on.
one's
how
supposed to be
many
a tool
times?
for the other.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but like the original artist in this town, like one of my good friends, Jeremiah Johnson. I just love his music. He's amazing. And when you get out there and start playing more, I mean, do your fans like when they start singing your songs back to you?
Oh, I just love that.
Isn't that like, it takes me chills. It's like, it's just got to be the best,
It's funny you bring up Jeremiah because I knew him when we were all playing Dumpy Little Taverns together.
Was that when he was in Next Red?
I
Or
don't
was he doing
remember
a solo
that
thing?
band, but he was doing a 3-piece and he was calling it Jeremiah Johnson.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
when I ran into him, and I thought, oh, good Lord, that's when the Shanty was still around. So I want to say 2011 or 12. Devin was hanging out there, and I ran into Jeremiah. He said, I'm done with the stupid rock and roll. He says, I'm getting down to my roots. Blues is what I want to do. And he was in a band called Next Rad, which is X-Rayed spelled backwards. And they opened for Blind Melon. They opened for a whole bunch of bands, but it was all cover stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then he started. I said, well, let's do it. And when he started, it was 3-piece. It was him and Jeff. And I don't remember the drummer's name. He's been through a couple since then.
Was
but-
it Clay Vaninga? That's the guy that I knew, and I think it's
think.
way farther back than what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah, and he played Hammerstones every week. He played 1860s. Every gig he get his hands on,
Yeah.
he played it, and he still will. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a hardworking guy, and
He is.
now he's on billboards. He's also on iTunes. He's on Sirius Radio. I mean, he's getting it out there. I mean, he's not the superstar stardom. I don't think where he wants to be, but once he had a child, it completely humbled him, and he like took a whole bunch of steps back, and so which is really cool. He's just, but yeah, he's a really good artist, and he's passionate about his work. So, but yeah, I know a lot of his songs, and he's just everyone's different. Everyone has a story, and now he's writing with including his son, because his son has a lot of influence over him.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Well, you got to keep the family up front.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, yeah, it's super cool. But there's quite a few artists in this town that are still pumping out the music, So I just hope they still keep doing it, because somebody's got to get tired of some of these songs that they hear over and over.
Oh,
and over.
yes.
Like when I
Drive
was
me
booking
crazy.
bands, if you have a Brown Eyed Girl or Mustang Sally on your roster, you're out. I'm not going to. Forget it.
Yeah.
What was the song that you couldn't stand playing all the time? That everybody wanted to hear.
The one that makes me hurl is Pour Some Sugar on Me. That's the one I catch. Tom's saying, yeah, me too, yep.
What was yours, Rick? Rick, what was your song? Mustang Sally, yeah. I know.
It's very repetitive, too. That doesn't help.
Good Lord.
Mine was Play That Funky Music.
Play that
Yeah,
fuck. Oh,
tired
yeah.
of that one.
But I mean, I understand it, because everybody wants to hear what they're familiar, what they like, and there's a few songs that I love I'll never get sick of hearing, over and over again. But it's just, but you got to play to the crowds and what they
Yeah.
want.
But
Well, I'm doing
there were also 3-note songs that I never got sick of playing. They were just fun to play.
Yeah,
'cause,
just fun to play.
But there were also the ones that found it. If I never had to play Billy Squire ever again.
More BS, huh?
But all those songs you mentioned always seem full of dance.
Yes.
Well,
I know. You
isn't
have to
that
play 'em.
crazy? But what's so wild is that it's not just the people our age; it's their kids and the upcoming generations. What about you? What is your taste in music? I mean, you grew up with a musician, and it's like, I'm sure music is in your house 24/7.
All
So,
the time. I don't think I listened to music for kids my age until I was in like 7th grade. It was always just whatever he wanted to play when we were in the car and stuff.
Right.
So pop music wasn't really a part of, or country. This was all rock and roll. and
Right.
punk. So
yeah,
very different. I'm all over the place. I like them all still.
my oldest son, he when he was 12, I remember him. We got a buzz, Tweezy. What is that? When he was 12, I remember him coming over to school. Mama, I'm the only one who knows who Ted Nugent is. Would you please stop? My friends at school have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm going, well, I don't know what to tell you.
Stand proud.
And now he's like a
learn
music.
the history.
But he's one of those gifted musicians. He can play anything by ear. I mean, he's got two
Okay.
drum sets. He's got guitars all over the place, and he makes it look effortless. You know, he's just
Those
very-
people are annoying.
I know. And I'm like, you complained about this, and now you know when. I mean, the last time we hung out, he lives in Memphis. I mean, he's got this album collection that totally blows mine out of the water. Mom, remember this one? Oh, and look what I found. Look what I found. He listens to all genres of music. I'm like, yes, I did one right. I did one right. You know, but yeah, it's like. So, do you have a favorite influence of music, or is there one band or one?
I like punk most of all, I'd say.
Really, who do you
Yeah.
like? You like the old stuff, like the
Green
Sex Pistols?
Days, yeah, yeah.
Green Day's not. You consider Green Day punk?
Pop punk.
Pop punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and where do they come up with all these extra titles?
There's so many categories.
Really?
Now, do we need those?
It's like they're just making up names as they
Yeah.
go along, you know?
When I
don't know.
downloaded To Be Continued on Spotify and some of the other platforms, they insisted that I label it.
Right.
I'm like, can I put 7 labels on this? Because that's what I need. There's so many different types of music
I
on
know
there.
they do. They want you to classify it. Sometimes it's hard to do that when you're, especially when you're doing crossover music or you know something's got a little this, a little that, a little that. Like some of the there's a friend ska bands.
Yeah.
They do a little bit of you know their music's of course on their own platform, but they still do a little punk, a little pop, a little classical. I think it's just whatever they feel like throwing out there, but still
Yeah.
they call it ska.
You
But-
could call that fusion, because you know
Yeah,
it's
fu-
just
yeah,
a
right.
fusion of all different genres.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes the most sense too.
But I mean, when I think fusion, I think more of
Jazz.
jazz music.
Jazz, yeah, they make jazz fusion. I'm like, what is
See, that's
this?
another label. It just got
It's
stuck on
whatever
jazz.
the record producers can throw out there at the time and
Yeah.
get their boss to agree with.
Maybe make more money. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know,
It's
and
like
it,
the marketing people; they just make up words to make
Exactly.
make their stuff sound more interesting.
I know. We'll just throw a word out there and make it like what was that silly one of those movies? What was it? Mean Girls or something? It's a fetch. We're gonna make that a new word. And I'm what? It was just dumb, you know. But because somebody made it a word, you know, it's just like you know, people who are leading people in fashion or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but
So the algorithms pick
Mhm.
based on those little check boxes too.
right.
So I have one silly country song on the EP,
Mhm.
and my friend played it, and he texted me and said the song that played after it was Weird Al Yankovic. I'm like, what? This is ridiculous.
Right. And
I
that
have no
guy,
idea why that was chosen.
I
Because
know.
they checked the boxes and comedy on there, I guess.
I don't know. Maybe your phone heard you. You know, your phones do listen
It's
to you.
listening right now. Yes.
It is. It's like, you know, the bird is in the nest. What the hell does that mean? Yeah, we were talking about it. It's like, you know, we'll say something, we'll have a conversation a couple days later. Everything's thrown up on there. You know, it's what you're getting in your feed now. You know, something we talked about, whatever it is.
Oh, you get ads for it all over the place too.
I mean,
whatever it might be.
completely
Yeah.
irrelevant, you know?
Yeah, be careful.
I'm going to say ostrich, and guess what's going to happen tomorrow? I'm going to get all kinds of crazy stuff out there, you know, about ostriches. It's just nuts. I don't know why we would do that. So, you want to play another one for us?
Okay, I'll play another one. Yup.
Are you a legacy little girl? Do you play?
I sing.
You
play
sing?
piano.
Oh, very good. Very good. Awesome.
All right. I think I'll play Weight of the World right now.
What's the story? Is there a story behind it?
Well,
What was your
it's kind of heavy. It's a heavy song. I don't do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I keep it light most of the time, but this was a little heavier. And it's about all the things that can drag you down. Don't let them.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
Sometimes it's so hard
tugging on you in all directions. I don't know. Hey, hey, on you, they're depending. So sometimes it must be hard to be a woman. Feeling shaken as the pressure builds. You can feel it breaking. Challenge your will. Don't let the weight of the world tie you down. Don't let the weight of the world push you around. Don't let the weight of the world tear you down. No, 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 don't let the weight of the world push you down. No, 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 no. If there's one thing I know, you're stronger than you Sometimes it's just so hard being American. You say one thing here and there, don't know who gonna win there. No, no, no. You got every country oh, oh, well, right here playing in. Sometimes it's just so hard to be American. Alright now, you can feel it shaking as the pressure builds. You can feel it breaking. Challenge your will, your will. Don't let the weight of the world tie you down. Don't let the weight of the world bear you down. Don't let the weight of the world bear you down. No, 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 don't let the weight of the world shake you around. No, 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 no.
Awesome. So, how long have you been writing?
Oh, I guess COVID is when I started getting serious about it. Was at home more often and
Right.
had the time to put in. I mean, I was always the front man of the band, and I played guitars and stuff, but
Right.
not like a real guitar player. So then I did a acoustic duo for a while, and that was fun. And then when I went on my own and did the acoustic solo, that's when I learned you cannot make any mistakes on the guitar anymore because everything you do is like, can't blame it on that guy. So it opened up a whole new world for me,
Right.
really, and that's when I got better on guitar and learned how to do different types of chords and lots of combinations of them. I mean, to write songs, you can't, it's not going to come out the way you think it is in your head, you know, so you have to adapt and change it,
Right.
make it work.
And you can play the same song over and over and over and over and over. It's going to be different every single time.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, that was better. Oh, that was worse. Oh, no, I'm going to do this way. I'm going to do that
Over and
way.
over, that's how it's
Oh,
done.
my
Yeah.
goodness. So, are you playing this weekend? Are
I
you-
am. I
Where you
oddly
at?
have a bunch of gigs coming up. I usually don't do that many, but I'm playing the next 4 Friday nights in a row.
Oh, really? Where
Yep.
are you at Friday?
Yep.
This Friday.
Wineries and bars. I'm playing Grand Slam in Fenton
Mm-hmm.
this coming Friday night from 7 to 10.
Is that a bar or is that?
It's a bar restaurant, yes.
Where's it at? Is it new?
not so new. If you're going west on Highway 30, and you know where there's a firehouse on your left, and
Yeah.
there's a dirt cheap
Yeah.
on the right.
Oh, okay.
It's back behind the firehouse over there on
okay.
that side.
Cool.
And that's a nice restaurant. It was full of people last time I played there. We had a lot of fun.
Oh, that's good. That's awesome.
Yep. And then the week after that, I'm playing at Wild Sun. Musicians probably know where that is. There's a lot of us playing at Wild Sun Winery, and that's on Pioneer Road in Hillsboro. A lot of the circle plays there.
Right.
And then I'll be at La Chance Winery in Kimswick. I play the one in DeSoto occasionally, and the one in Kimswick occasionally, and that's one of my favorite places. They don't have any rules for me, so I like
right.
that.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool
I
venue.
can play my original music and mix it in with all the other stuff. So I mix in the cover songs too. I've covered Rod Stewart and John Mellencamp and Queen and U2 and all kinds of stuff.
Who was your influence when you were playing, and when did you start? Was it in school with like? We were kids. We had to go to school. If you're a band, 6th grade, they gave you this recorder and this book and said you're going to play all these silly songs, and then you decide what instrument you want to play in band. Did you have to go that
I did
route?
a little bit
or
of that.
Was it self-taught?
Mostly as I had older brothers and sisters.
Oh, okay.
They were 10, 11 years older than me, so when I was a kid, I was into older music like, you know, the original Deep Purple and
All the good stuff.
Steppenwolf and
Oh,
stuff
good
way back,
stuff.
so I
Yeah,
know
yeah, yeah.
all that stuff really
Right.
well. And you know, and then I started branching out on my own. But I got a guitar when I was like 13 years old and was playing then. And so yeah, I started early, and then you know, life got in the way for a while, and I got back into it when I was in my late 20s and started playing out at the bars, and that's when me and Tom and a couple other guys we had a lot of gigs around here. Some of them right around this building too.
Oh yeah. Right. Isn't that wild?
Sure.
I haven't noticed these.
That was a band called Realm, and that was back in the late 80s. And that was lots of fun, too.
Definitely.
I
So.
feel like there's a lot more places to play in the late 80s.
Oh, boy, was
Oh,
there
there
ever?
was every venue was
Oh, yeah.
full
We were
every
out
night. The
dancing
landing
every
was
night.
insane, and it was like, and you could hear original music all over the place. You know, especially
Yes.
on the landing. You know,
Oh my gosh, yes.
Porcelain Blind Mice and the Urge, and you know, and then there's these little musicians who were just traveling through. Like Sting was here before he was Sting. You know.
Yeah.
And just all these great musicians playing the landing, but there was always something to do every single night.
With live music.
With live music.
Absolutely,
It was
yeah.
insane.
Way
Cicero's
more
was a hot spot, especially with original music.
Yep.
And then, I mean, there was quite a few original venues. And if it was an original venue, it became one. Or you could play your music and it wasn't, you know, we just eat it up. I mean, the St. Louis music community was just insane when it came to that. It was awesome.
Yep.
I used to go to a place called 20 North, and Jake's Leg was playing there, like every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. And it was so packed, you were elbow to elbow every
Right,
night.
right.
I was like, this must be a gold mine for those
It was
guys.
very
And-
chronic in there,
Oh,
too.
yeah, I know. And I'd still go there.
Hell yeah.
Friday, Saturday night.
Now it's legal. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the first time I ever sang a song was at Stages. I was 19.
All right.
And Bobby Flynn, the band was called the Jets at the time, and then they changed it to Boyfriend. Because Bobby Flynn and I went to high school together, and me and my girlfriends would go out to Stages, and he's like, "It's your birthday, you're going to sing this song, Joan Jett's I Love Rock and Roll," and he shoved me out on the stage, and I was like, I was in love. I was like, oh my God, it was like a
That was
zillion
it, huh?
people, you know, but it was a blast. I mean,
Yeah.
the whole place was on fire.
And that was a tall stage with
Yes.
killer lights.
Killer lights,
Everybody
and it was like a
below
zillion
you.
people down there, you know, and I was like, oh wow, I got bit bad by the bug, and I was
Yeah.
going, oh man, I could live out here.
I
But
like
yeah,
playing
it
at
was
the
fun.
old Pops.
Yes, I like the old pops, and I'm glad there were no cameras or videos or Facebook at the
Right.
time.
Right,
Yeah.
It
Camera
wasn't
in your
me.
face all the time.
I wasn't there. I didn't
Never
know.
happened.
Saturday night, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, Oz and Pops and all those great places. But yeah, there was just so many. Illinois had a shit ton of venues. You know, Granny's Rockers and
did.
Wood River Music Room and
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge, killer venue. But yeah,
Granny's Rocker. I played that place. I don't know how many times. And I remember asking the bartender, I'm like, these people don't really seem to like us that much. He goes, no, they like you. They just don't clap. I'm like, what do you mean by that?
Well,
He said,
that's-
this is the no clap bar. Did you not know that? Aaron, it's this. They
That's-
just don't get wild over it. They like you. Be yourself. We're good. The no clap bar.
Never heard of
Yeah,
that.
that doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun.
No.
It was weird.
No.
Very suppressing.
The other long-haired musicians told me the
Yes.
same thing. They don't clap for us either. I don't know what's up with that.
Well, at least they're not throwing shit at you. I mean,
No,
so
they were nice
that's
enough.
kind of a good thing.
Yeah.
And you're not behind chicken wire, so
Could have been worse.
I remember we played Granny's Rocker one time with Tricky Dick, and we had these T-shirts on the back said "See Dick Rock Hard." And we had a box of them, and we must have sold 50 shirts.
There's probably some knucklehead still wearing that out at the.
You know there is.
You're gonna see him at Walmart tomorrow.
He's the one that still has those $5 black concert T-shirts, with the paint, you can still smell it on you.
It goes
You know,
all
it's like-
crooked on the
yeah,
shirt.
oh yeah, it didn't
The
matter.
sleeve is-
You gotta wear that to school and show your ticket stub.
I went to see Ted Nugent in Owensboro, Kentucky last year, and I got one of those Tad Nugent shirts from the '70s show, and I wore that.
Tad, huh?
And nobody got the joke except for one bartender. You know,
Right.
It's wasted.
Yeah, I
Wasted
know.
joke.
Yeah, that's terrible. He's an idiot anyway, but that's.
That's another podcast.
Oh, that's a whole other story. Jeez, the stuff I just don't know. Some of the idols we had as kids, and it's just like, what happened to
Yeah,
you?
where'd they go? Well, they took a turn somewhere. We didn't follow.
Well, you only hear one side of them about them.
Yeah, but when you see him in public doing the stupid shit, it's like,
Right, yeah,
what
that's
the
when you
hell?
realize,
Really?
hey,
And
that's what they say.
every time he gets in front of a camera, he opens his mouth. I'm like, don't say anything. Just don't say anything, because wow, you are burying yourself. But it is what it is.
Play guitar and sing.
Can I go back to Granny's Rocker that you brought up? Because I
Yes.
remembered something
Yes,
this morning.
yes, of course.
Because I knew I was going to be on this podcast, so I tried to think of something from the old days, you
Yeah.
know. And I remember when we played Granny's Rocker, somebody had taken a Sharpie and left it on a string on the wall. There was 100 Greatest Lies of Rock and Roll on the wall. So every band that played there had to
Right.
come up with a new one. And
Right.
once you got past about 50, it was hard to come up with new ones. So I got a list here.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's
What it's doing,
awesome.
it's fun.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Now, these aren't all for everybody. Some of these are for the musicians who, I hope some musicians are listening to this too, but this will suit them. But here's some of the 100 Greatest Lies of Rock and Roll from the wall of Granny's Rocker. I'm not usually much of a drinker.
Right.
And here's from the sound man. It sounds way better out front than it does here on your monitor.
Oh my God. Right. I know.
All right.
Totally. That's still a famous lie.
Yeah, I was a front man in the band, so this one was pretty common for me. I'm pretty shy. The bass player is typically the one that gets the girls.
Rick, how many times you use that one? Huh?
He's over smirking in the background. Yeah.
He probably wrote half of those.
Here's another one. Don't worry, dude. I never turn up that loud.
Oh, gee. Right. You know these lies are still being used today. I think you should publish it on your page, right?
I know.
Which one is not being used?
Yeah.
They'll just add to it.
I've only got about like 10 here, though. So
That's
I think
okay.
we can burn through these. She acts like she knows me, but I've never seen her before.
Right. Uh-huh.
How about, we can put 80 people in this place, no problem. Yeah, you've had to get gigs
Yeah,
for the
I
band, haven't you?
know.
Every show, man.
When I was booking, it was like, oh yeah, I got this. I got a built-in crowd in the truck. We got this. Oh, jeez. That's usually the bar manager who says, but how do they draw? You're not listening. I'm
they
not bringing
draw.
you a shit band. These are great guys.
Right.
What do they draw? Oh, well, never mind.
It's funny, though. It
Don't
could be
give a
you,
shit.
too, but if nobody shows up,
They
does
don't
it
care.
matter?
Yeah, exactly. They don't care.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is from your partner in the band. I don't have any for you. I finished it yesterday. Getting some knowing glances here.
Uh-huh.
The sound man will crank you up for your solo.
Sure.
Yeah.
Guitar
Right.
player, right?
Yeah.
Here's from the bar owner. If you do this night for me cheap, I'll set you up with a ton of gigs.
That's
Patios
bullshit.
did that to us.
Right.
Yeah.
When does a bar owner ever set you up with other gigs?
Yeah.
At a different place.
Yeah, so like he didn't give us any more gigs,
Not anymore.
and then like 8 months later, he calls us up and gives us this exact same line that he forgot he told us last year. You know,
Right. Because somebody canceled and he needs somebody to
yeah.
play.
So he's like whips that lie out again.
Right. Uh-huh.
Here's one. The band drinks for free.
Sure.
Sure they do.
Right.
Yeah. And this is from your friends who always promise to see you. Whenever you see them at a barbecue or somewhere, and they're always like, "Oh, I was so busy last time." I couldn't make it to your last gig, but I'm deaf coming next month.
Right.
Don't you hear that all the time? I got so many
All
friends,
the
they want to
time.
talk about all my
Yes.
gigs, but they never come to them.
Right,
So-
exactly. Well, that's because, and you know, that unfortunately that's the catch-22 in St. Louis is that every venue is busy every weekend. So one night I made I wanted to see how many venues I could get to in one night just to see the bands that I said there'll be 7 venues I hit one night. Jeez. I barely got a drink out of each one of them. It was like to run in, hear a song, haul ass, you know, because I got to get across town to wherever, you know. But yeah, it's hard to do that. And other musicians, they're so tired, they don't even want to. They can't even go out and see their friends play.
So you used to be
Or
able to do that
whatever.
on the landing without even getting in your car.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, you know, it's good and it's bad. So I mean, I get it. But usually, I mean, it's like just start booking during the week, you know. Not everything has to be played on Friday and Saturday, do they?
Really?
Thursday's not a bad night to go out.
No, it
I'm
isn't.
ready by Thursday.
Yeah, usually it's open jams.
Yeah.
What's the thing with all the open jams all of a sudden? It's like, oh, good Lord, they used to compete against each other.
Yeah, I don't do many of those. Sometimes there's a clique there, you know, and they got all their buddies.
What's
and
the
then if I
say-
show up, they're like, okay, we're gonna get one more guy in front of you, one more guy in front of you.
No, I did it different. When I did open jam, anybody you came in the door and you went on the list.
Yeah.
And I've had musicians come in, well-seasoned musicians, friends of mine I've known forever, and they think they walk in the door, I'm going to bump the whole list for them to get up and sing their one song so they can leave. Well, I'm glad you're here. It's 11 o'clock. We'll be here till 12:30. You're on the list. And there was one guy who was in my jam band who his buddy came in, and he's a well-known musician, and he just walked him up on stage and plugged him in. I walked up on stage and unplugged him. I said, "You're on the list. Get off the freaking stage."
That's my girl.
You know, because
Love
it's like, well, here's my argument. It's like jam nights or open jams. There's a lot of people who are they just like to play their 2 or 3 songs they know. They will sit there all night, wait their turn. They'll come in with their wife, girlfriend, brother, sister, whatever, eat some food, have some drinks, watch everybody else get up, do their songs, and they'll stay the rest of the night.
There you go.
That customer's
That's how that
they're going to
works.
stay there all night. Now, that's the only time they're going to play, that once a week, or they'll go to another jam during the week and play there. But they're not full-time musicians, and they like their songs that they like to play, and you know, that's the business side of it.
Yeah, they're
And-
supporting too.
Exactly.
Right. I've gone trying
So-
to recruit guitar players or something, or a drummer or something.
Right. And, you know, and I get musicians calling me or texting me, I need a drummer, I need a bass player, I need a guitar player. Go to a jam session and put a band together. That's your best bet. Don't do the audition thing. That just freaks people out. Nobody's going to be the same person in an audition. But if you go to an open jam and the chemistry works, you have a better shot of putting a band together that way versus, because you can see everybody in their natural habitat. Versus going to an audition like, I'm going to screw it up, oh my God, I'm going to make a mess, you know, whatever.
Right.
People, there's
though-
too much pressure on an
Right.
audition.
Another thing with that though is you might have a guitar player that has to play through the house amp that's not really his sound, you know,
Right.
and you're not really getting a good feel for him there because
Right.
he's playing through somebody else's gear.
Right, but I mean, it's just, to me, it just seemed to work out better, you know, just on the flip and no pressure. And
Yeah.
that just, you know, that's just my own personal take on it, just because I've seen it. But yeah, it's open jams are tough because there are the same group of people that go to each one of them. And I used to get yelled at all the time about, you know, not letting people jump the list and not this and not that. I'm like, that's not how it works. That's not fair. That's not fair to anybody, you know. The open jam is not for the house band to play the first hour and then have a couple people come up, you know, and then people get mad and leave because they can't even play their 1 or 2 songs they want to play, you know. So it is what it is. You know, everybody has an opinion about it.
Gotta
But-
play fair.
You have to play fair. I mean, that's just the way it is. But anyway, how about another song?
Okay. You want to play me to play, or you want to plug one in?
What do you want to do? If you
I'll
need a
play
break,
one more,
okay,
'cause
play
I
one
wanna
more,
play.
and then we can take a quick break, and I'll play. You want to do the Devil in Me or
Devil,
the?
yeah.
Okay. Hopefully, well, the two fairy tales. One is the wave, and one is the MP3. So I don't know which
So
one.
MP3 probably is the right one. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. We can look at it on break and, you know, see what the problem was with that. But Devil in Me, I think that's the MP3 play. Okay, so
Okay, we'll
this
look at
song
it.
is
This is a rocker. That's right. So it's tough to play one person alone, but think you'll get the gist of it. You know, when you're alone, you have to play the rhythmic parts. You have to play drums and everything. So
You
yeah.
don't have
but this-
tracks or all that stuff? Do you use that stuff?
I don't. I respect people that do that, but I don't.
Right.
Hmm?
It's all good.
Don't want to. Yeah. All right. Let's do Fool's Paradise.
Alrighty.
She said, listen, I'll tell you something you need to know. I was wishing there was someplace I had to go. On the way, you know. I was stuck there for 3 long days. That weekend's pretty much a purple haze. I'm on the road. A fool's paradise. I'm moving slow. Because of you so nice. She said someday, you see me, I'll be richer than God. That was Monday. I've been hearing this all weekend long. So I said, they're draining of your cargo. It's draining me until you shovel some coal. Get busy, I'm on the road. To Fool's Paradise. I'm moving slow, I'm taking it slow. Because of you so nice. Let it go. You might have someone very close to you. They might do something you would never do. First time it happens, it's beyond belief. You best to act and save yourself some grief. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm on the road to Fool's Paradise. I'm moving slow because of you so nice. I'm on the road to Fool's Paradise. I'm moving slow, I'm taking it slow because of you so nice. I'm on the road to Fool's Paradise. I'm moving slow because of you so nice.
Yes! Alrighty then.
Yeah, you can feel the rhythm in that one. That'd
That's
be a
a
good
good
rock
one.
band
Yeah,
song.
it is.
Good drummer back there.
Jim Williams does a great job. He says, no brown-eyed girl. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Well, the ones I avoid when I'm doing my winery tours, I won't play Sweet Caroline.
Thank you.
I won't play Country Road. And I won't play Brown Eyed Girls, the third one, that I just pretend I don't know it.
Right, there you go. Exactly.
I won't.
For sure.
Yeah, which was your daughter's favorite when she was your brown-eyed girl?
And I played it then.
And
Oh.
she
Don't
did.
sing it to me.
You would would always sing it to his brown-eyed girl daughter back in the day.
My daddy used to. Yeah, he used to sing that to me too. You know, but it's just like, then when I got older, it's like, what is the matter? What?
70,000 times is probably enough.
Exactly, for sure. All right, so tell us about Devil and Me, and then we'll start that off, and we'll take a little break.
Okay, that's just a blues ditty. That was the chord progression is just something that I always played when I was warming up, because it's not super simple to play, and I have to concentrate to do it. So it always made me get warmed up fast and could play some of the more tougher stuff to play on the guitar. And I had to sing and play at the same time in all my bands. You know, and everybody can do that. It's hard to do it. It's hard to get a focus and separate your brain. So in Devil and Me, that is one where I'm pretty much carrying the rhythm of it on the acoustic guitar. And then when I got the band in there, boy, it just really brought together. It's what the blues drummers call shuffle. It's a blues shuffle.
Oh, very cool.
So it's a simple, calm, light song.
Awesome. Episode 152, StL Roar, Soldier by Blood, Louis Wood Productions, Aaron Meyer in the house. We'll be right back. First, we're going to listen to a little Devil in Me. Boom. Play. Oh, they're not playing.
Eyes, your white, bright, luminous eyes, the bloodshot baby, like you've been up for a week. But when you treat me, baby, you bring up the devil in me. Your hair, your long curly wire hair, your curls, baby, I think I might shave them as you sleep. And when you treat me, baby, you bring up the devil in me. The devil in me. Eyes, your white, bright, luminous eyes, the bloodshot baby, like you've been up for a week. But when you treat me, baby, you bring up the devil in me. Your hair, your long curly wire hair, your curls, baby, I think I might shave them as you sleep. And when you treat me, baby, you bring up the devil in me. The devil in me. You bring up the devil in me. The devil in me. You know I never hurt you, baby. That ain't the way I was raised. But you're cheating, you're lying, you're dragging me down. I think it's time for a change. Your legs, your long, strong, attention-grabbing legs. Your stems, honey, you're so drunk you're gonna fall off on. The way you treat me, baby, you bring up the devil in me. The devil in me. You bring up the devil in me. The devil in me. I just showed you what I really wanna do. Now got the devil in me. The devil in me. You bring up the devil in me. The devil in me. You bring up the devil in me. Oh, in me. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Ain't that the way you heard me at that wedding? When we met at Tina and Rouse's, young nigga. Huh? Takes us back about 40 years, huh? Yeah. Shout out to Danny Green. Focus on cash flow. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Here. This a photo opportunity. Look here. This photo opportunity. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Here. This a photo opportunity. Look here. A photo opportunity. Learned it on third. And I'll teach your ass. Already him. Just to teach your ass. Hippie, hello. Now fire the reefer. Mexicans call me Mota. Mama screams out Jesus. Now cut this shit. This reality inspired. Kanye West stringer bill through the wire. What? Retro to get this shit right now. Black Andy Reid called the show from out of bounds. Hootie hoo my ass. This shit lit. In high school, daydreamed about nights like this. Welcome to Bowling Green. We do fun so proper. Drank so much vodka. Don't fuck with cold water. Hold up, yeah. Plugs don't take pictures. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Here. This a photo opportunity. Look here. This photo opportunity. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Here. This a photo opportunity. Look here. A photo opportunity. Occupation of a don. Memory of a con. Known on the L for selling that bomb. Knows that know me, regard me a hustler. Used to whip it till it was butter and hand it to their mother. Con little sister, scam little brother. On Browns Lock Road, all in the day of a hustler. Name Vito, I represent struggle. But you struggle from where I'm from, one day you gon' hustle. And if your hustle is pretty, what you have is double. And after your double is perfected, that is I withstood some sad shit. Sold real BBC on Craigslist. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Here. This a photo opportunity. Look here. This photo opportunity. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Here. This a photo opportunity. Look here. A photo opportunity.
Jump out the whip. that's clean enough to fool your mama. Black on black 44, call it Barack Obama. I see them watching, they watch me, but they can't see me. Well respected like Trump, but my move's not sleazy. Take it easy, baby, no evidence. Just put your lips on my print, I might pay your rent. I like counting bread, love when that dough rise. Hit it to the top of the South to holler at my guy. King of the bluegrass, may whoop your blue black. If I stack slacks, so come correct. Don't mind the pit bull pistol or my queen, mister. Put the cameras away, plugs don't take pictures.
Don't leave me to bleed here. I don't wanna be alone. Don't leave me to bleed here. I don't wanna be alone. Don't leave me to bleed here. I don't wanna be alone. Standing on a bus line, waiting for the number 39. Take me home for the last time. Hoping for the morning rain to fall upon my face, so that it will erase the teardrops in my eyes. 'Cause there's a blueness in the air. There's a feeling in my heart that I can't share. There's a teardrop running down my cheek, and I can't even speak when I think of you. We were brought together because of stormy weather. 'Cause when the weather got better and the sun came, you were gone. Now you couldn't help but make it because you tried to fake it. Then let a stranger come and take it all away. I couldn't live without you, though I often think about you and wonder what happened had you tried. And you can't live without me. I know this to be true. So I'm giving this song to you to hurt your pride. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause there's a blueness in the air. There's a feeling in my heart that I can't share. And there's a teardrop running down my cheek, and I can't even speak when I think of you. wanna stop and feeling high. Let's keep running from the sunrise. I don't wanna sleep when I'm with you. Let's get in trouble with something we shouldn't do. Give me your whiskey and cigarette love. I don't care what they say, we're just having fun. Let's run away, get out of this town. The sun's coming up, don't let me down. Tomorrow's light will bring new eyes, and then they'll know we didn't play nice. Let's stay in the dark, no sleep tonight. Have another drink, you'll be alright. I don't wanna sleep when I'm with you. Let's get in trouble with something we shouldn't do. Give me your whiskey and cigarette love. I don't care what they say, we're just having fun. Let's run away, get out of this town. The sun's coming up, don't let me down. I might make a mistake, but come tomorrow our sins wash away. Fun always ends when day comes to break. I know the morning will take you away. I don't wanna go to sleep tonight. Hiding behind shadows to keep your light alive. I don't wanna stop and feeling high. Let's keep running from the sunrise.
Can't have it all. Ah. Yay. Episode 152, StL Roar. Louis with production, Soldier by Blood. We've got Adam Mayer in the house. I've been corrected because I can't say his name right, so I apologize for that. But how about some of that? You know, they just like to hear music. So, would you like to play another one for us?
Okay. So the story behind this is I just
It's a ghost.
tied a bunch of silly ideas together and made it into a song. And we discussed earlier how in rock music it is whatever the listener feels like it is.
Right.
So my brother asked me if this song was about a certain political figure, and I said, if you say so.
Right.
And then my neighbor asked me, this thing about the gas bag, are you making fun of me? And I said, if you say so.
Right. Right.
Because it's a
exactly.
rock song.
Right. It's just,
And it is whatever you think it is.
right. It's kind of like post on Facebook. If you think it's about you, strap it on and wear that bitch, you know? Come on, whatever.
And for the songwriters and guitar players, I'm slipping a capo on here because when you write songs by yourself with one guitar, you don't want them to always sound like the other ones.
Right.
So capo is one of the ways we use to make the song sound different. Even though it might be the same key as something else, it just sounds different. So this is called Laughing at You. Don't come in here and kick my dog and act like you're my friend. You overdo over, you way over your head. I said just what I meant, and I meant just what I said. I hate to say I told you so, so I'm singing it instead. I said I'd rather be alone. I said I'd be alone. You used to have a hold on me before I realized sincerity is on your face, the inside is just lies, lies. You can't stand looking dumb, so you won't try anything. How can you expect us all to
effects on there like you could do. I don't know what this one
What the fuck is that?
is. You could do this. Yeah, you should do something like that, you know.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Aaron's not into props or anything like that.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, that's
I'll do anything to get attention.
Tom's being funny over there. Aaron hates being center of attention.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Seriously?
No.
So, do you have a day gig? You don't have to say the name of the company. Do you have a day gig?
I'm a just retired home inspector. I sold my
Oh,
business
really?
to another guy that took over this week, actually. So,
Awesome.
big week for me, right?
That's awesome.
Yep.
So you have full time just to do this, right?
Yeah, I can move on. I got some real estate deals that I'm working to, but I'm working on this. And, you know, we talked about artist personalities. You got to be working on art, right?
Definitely.
I'm writing a book, too.
Oh, very cool.
Having a lot of fun with it. It's about an 80s rock band, some big surprise there.
Okay.
And there's lots of other things going on, too. You could call it a murder mystery or a light thriller. There's lots of humor.
Is that
like
in
I
the
like.
same book or is it a separate book?
It's all in the same book.
That's awesome.
It's a fusion. It's a fusion book.
Yeah, there you go. It's a fusion book.
So I'm working on that. I'll see if I can get it out there. It's about 80-something% done. Working on it.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So did you, are you using people in your life to build characters around? Or?
Well, yeah, but it's kind of like my songs, though. I start out with the truth, and then I meander around a little
Right.
bit, and it's just a mixture of fiction
And
with
then you
truth mixed in.
And then you
for-
infuse.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it gives it credibility when you include things from your own life.
Right.
That's the kind of songs I like. I really don't like pop music. It's very stale with the lyrics, don't mean really anything at all. But I like songwriters that write songs about something that happened to them. And if it's fiction, then it's still about them, you know, because it's fiction. That doesn't mean it isn't about them. So that's what I like, and so I try to do it myself.
Are you one of those that wakes up in the middle of the night and says, "Oh, I just got a song"? in
I
my head"?
absolutely do. Pull my phone out and show you all these ideas I have here on the notes section.
That's good. That's good. I mean,
You hear
it's
the voice one was like,
hey, can you play this? This is gonna sound like that.
Change laughing about you to the key of F. Little notes like that.
That's awesome. So where are you at again this weekend?
This weekend I'm playing at Grand Slam in Fenton.
Grand
It's a
Slam.
restaurant bar.
Is it a
Very
day
nice
gig
place.
or a night gig?
I think it's 7 to 10. I can't remember if I start at 6 or 7 there, but if you start
But
at
it's a night
6, you'll
gig.
have fun anyway.
Right.
And I'll be there by 7, I'm sure. So yeah, it's in Fenton, and it's a fun place. I play there every couple months.
They have good food.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good they got you on the roster. As long as you're in the rotation, yeah,
Yep.
it's all good.
I don't think anybody else is playing there, actually.
Oh, really?
Not right now, anyway. Just me.
That's cool.
She likes me.
That's good. Yeah. Keep that.
Mm.
You need her to keep liking you.
Right.
I got to give a couple shout outs,
Mm-hmm.
of course, to my girl, Judy, who owns Charlotte Pub. She's been around forever, and it's like, Oh, that's right. You guys did play there.
Many
Stagger
moons.
Cat played there. I remember.
Yeah.
But I think the music's too nice. She likes heavy.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
likes it heavy.
Stagger Cat had more pop stuff in the
Right.
set
I mean,
played
list.
there with the Alice Cooper tribute.
Yeah, yeah. She
Yeah,
just,
you guys do great there.
she likes all music, but she just prefers heavy. So you
Mhm.
know, but I mean, it's over the years it has it's evolved into a little bit not so much, not so heavy, you know, because there are so many other bands out there. So it's not,
Right.
you know, but that's cool. Yeah, you got to have that on your resume too. That you
I
like Charlotte
should get
Pub.
up there again.
It's when Cadillac Jack's closed, you know, everybody converges on Charlotte Pub, and I think this will be her 24th year.
Woo,
That she's
smoking.
been in business. I know. So
That's quite a resume,
know.
especially considering what we've been through around town.
definitely for sure. And let me see, Tom Turbrock, Real Black Revolution, Tom Turbrock. Vance Towns, he goes by VBT Towns on Facebook. His band is Bad Tattoo. They're going to be at the Tiki Bar on Saturday at 2 o'clock. And Vance. He plays all original music, and he always gives us a shout out, so I got to give him a shout out. So,
Yeah.
you know Vance, don't you?
I
You guys
have,
know
yes.
Vance?
Know
Yeah,
Vance.
yeah. Very talented.
You'll have
He's-
to introduce me.
Oh yeah, he's been around for a minute, and yeah, he's great. His band is really good. he's got some players that are they're just amazing. You know, we saw him at Salvatore's a couple weeks ago, and wow, yeah, they're tight. You know, when the band is tight, and it's like, there's just nothing like it. You know, it just works.
Yes.
No fighting, no BS. It's like they just transition, boom, one song to the next, and
Yeah.
before you know it, 2 hours later, it's just
I love that.
yeah, it's very cool. Very
So even when I was doing the cover tune stuff, I still was the one always trying to find a new way to present it, and I would build medleys and stuff, and mix this song with that song, and put that melody over this song, and freak people out like that. Like, what's
No,
going on
that's
here?
cool. Jerry Boschert does that, and it works. I mean, some of the songs he's blended, it's like, wow, I never would have thought that. You know, it's like, you know, cheese and peanut butter. It's just, you know, but it ends up working.
I'm still waiting for somebody to blend I'm Not Your Stepping Stone by the Monkees and Get Off My Cloud by the Stones.
Did you hear that, Jerry? You know what?
Same chord progression, same tempo,
It's out there now. It's
everything.
probably gonna end up on his
It's
phone.
I want to see it, Jerry.
He can do it. You
I
know
saw
what?
him actually a couple weeks ago at St. Margaret Mary's. It was a school picnic, and he was just doing a Samurai 5 thing.
Right.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't working the fish pond? No.
You sure he wasn't on the, you know, back here behind? Because he's pretty.
I don't know. He
Pretty
does,
flexible.
He
He
can do
does
a lot of
a lot of
things.
stuff. Over that
Well,
got skill.
he's very talented. His brother makes guitars, and Jerry is the one who plays them. You know,
Right.
so. But yeah, they were in a bunch of bands together. They were Lex Luthor together.
Yeah, I need to see his one-man band thing sometime.
Speaking of, did you know Stephen Hunt? Do you remember him?
I don't remember
He's
Stephen.
a St.
Hunt.
Louis native. His band was what's his band? Gosh, I feel like an idiot now. They were on MTV. Oh gosh darn it. The song was Bed. What was the name of the band?
Was it Gravity Kills? Was it?
No, it's not Gravity Kills. It's I feel like an idiot. I
The
don't know
Eyes?
now. No, not the Eyes. New World Spirits.
Okay.
And
I remember those guys.
yeah. So he came back. His family. He lives in Florida, but he was coming. He's now, I guess, in the summer he's off work, so he's out, you know, trying to do. He does a 5-piece one-man band show, and he's a drummer. You
Wow.
should see this thing. And I don't think he even has tracks. I don't know. I don't know what he's using to make all this work at one time. You're just gonna go, oh my god. He's got a It's a pretty cool show. But he's supposed to be back. I think he's played. He did Reds at Imperial a couple weeks ago, and he said it was sold out. It was slamming.
Yeah.
You know, but he's. I think he's running around. I don't know if he's back in Florida. Oh, he's in the Ozarks doing stuff down there. But
Yep.
yeah, that's a show you want to see. So.
There's
It's
lots to
pretty
do in
good.
the Ozarks too. Yep.
So you're gonna have to do like a 5-piece or maybe a 6-piece one-man band to, you know.
Right. Step up. Time to make it happen.
One acoustic guitar is just not it.
I know exactly.
Yeah, I know he misses playing harmonica while he's trying to do it.
Yeah, I'd like to play my
What you
harmonica.
could do is you could do like a Wizard of Oz thing. You know, you could do it like make it look like you're doing it, and they have Greg in the back behind the curtain
Yeah,
with
the
those keyboards and shit.
Pay no attention to Greg behind the curtain.
That's right. Exactly.
Oh, you gotta carry your own curtain now.
You don't do the harmonica around your neck?
I don't
tried
really
that
like the
yet?
Bob Dylan method. You know, I'm more of a Steven Tyler or Magic Dick Styles, more like me, and you got to hang on to it to play that
Nothing Neil Young.
that way. Yeah, not the Neil Young or the Bob Dylan method. No, I'm not into that.
Well, everybody's got their druthers, I guess.
Yep.
So what are you doing? Are you playing? What are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to revive the Alice Cooper tribute. We've got some offers for shows. We just got to put all the stuff back together.
Who are your players?
Right now we got Tony Rangel doing the Alice Cooper character. Mark Lallimandeer, we call him Mark Allen, is his stage name. He's the drummer. He's been with us since the onset. We've gone through a couple of guitar players. We're back to one of the original guitar players and another guy we're trying to work in. And once they get everything together, then we can start, doing some more shows. We got offers from Torchlight Parade wants us to do some shows.
Oh
with
yeah,
them.
definitely. Those guys are my buds.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've done so many shows with them. When you're part of them, you're part of their family. They're just amazing. They're so much
Yeah,
fun,
we did
and
a
they're
show with
big
them.
Alice Cooper.
We did a show with them at the Castle in Lime on Halloween one time. That was it was New Year's Eve gig.
Oh, you did a New Year's
Yeah,
Eve.
that was a great time. That place is
Well, yeah, we do the Halloween show every year there, and I've done St. Baldrick's with them for the last. This would have been the 4th year. I didn't get to do it this year. Something came up, but otherwise, yeah, it's just they do a lot of charity work, and they're just great, and they're a fun band. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
nobody
yeah.
else has that gimmick.
Right.
Do you know about Torchlight Parade?
Barely.
So these guys started this band. 3 of them work for a funeral home. One's the main singer is the embalmer. Their guitar player, his brother, is a guitar player, and he's amazing. He's the limo. He drives the limo or the hearse, and then their original drummer. I think he's in sales. I'm not real sure, but so Torchlight Parade. What it is in the South, in New Orleans, that's the funeral procession down the street, the whole thing. They have the dress, it's a whole show. I mean, they're just a lot of fun. I mean, you haven't seen, there's no other shows like it. And they do all their own music, and it's really good. It's just a different take on, I don't want to say it's death and dying, but the whole funeral business, because it's part of life. Nobody's getting out alive, so.
It's good that they have a way to.
That's how they
stand
band
out.
and yeah, because
Maybe hang with Here Comes the Mummies. Have you seen those guys?
Yes, I remember.
Idiotic, aren't it? It's hilarious.
They're funny.
I remember that. Do you remember Meet the Cleavers?
Apparently, yes.
Oh
I
God,
remember
Vicky.
that. Boy, that's been a while.
Yeah, that's a killer. That was a killer band back in the day for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is. I wish that. I'm glad that all those musicians that were in all those bands back then are still playing.
Yeah.
Whether they're in different bands or not. 2 or 3 of them. But those are the days, for sure. So, what would your advice be to people who are playing their own music? I mean, as far as just get out there and doing it. I mean, for you to step away from that big band and say, I'm doing my solo thing, I know you had to have been intimidated and like a little, or were you just jumped in feet first, or what made you decide to just finally take that leap? And who are you going to tell that to other people to say, just do it?
Yeah, it was partially burnout for me, so it was
Right.
easier to walk away. I was burnt out of what I was doing, and I was excited about what I was going to be doing. So when you have the excitement going, that's a lot of motivation right there. So if I was gonna start this again, I would try to find partners to play with and play in a band. It's really hard to get original gigs, but eventually they come. You just got to stick with it.
Well, or you just do like you're doing and mix it up with the covers and that. And there was a couple of kids who were in here. They're doing a duo and they have a lot of original music, but they do covers too, and they're adorable. But in between each song, this is our original and this is a cover. And I said, don't announce.
Yes.
Just because the minute you say this is our original, you're gonna hear But why do people get all upset if it's they think it's gonna be the worst thing they've ever heard?
Because people just they don't want to hear something they don't know.
Right, and I said,
And
you're just gonna cry if you hear somebody say, just don't say it, just play. Just
I used to
keep
get
going.
complaints when I play my music collection on on camping trips. There's a bunch of friends of us
Right.
camping. It's like, well, I don't know these songs. Well, every song
Fake
is
it.
a song you didn't know at one point.
Right.
So.
Fake it.
Right.
Something about people, they think that you can't be artistic if they know you and they saw you grow up or whatever. They think artists have to be somebody from somewhere else, not a part of their
Right.
life, and that
Right.
makes them respect them more. But they can be right next to you. You just got to open your mind.
Exactly, for sure. Don't judge. So what would your advice be? Oh, let me ask you this. So your first solo gig, were you scared to death, or were you apprehensive about it?
Oh
or-
yeah, it's scary. Yeah, it's very scary. Plus, I was never the upfront guitar player. I was never the lead guitar player. Now I'm the guitar player and the singer at the same time, and there's nobody else. So yes, it was frightening. I'm generally fearless, but yeah, that was intimidating.
But once you got the first song out, it was like, nobody
Yeah.
threw anything at me.
Yeah.
I got applause. And yeah, I think I'll
Well, it's
do
about
I'll
knowing
do the
it
next
too.
song.
If you know what you're doing,
Right.
you can go in with the confidence. I mean,
Right.
I could open up for the Stones if I know everything I'm doing, but if somebody says, "Let's play that song that we barely learned," it's all different thing.
What would your advice be?
I would say find yourself some partners to hook
Yeah.
up with. It's hard. You're gonna find some that it doesn't work.
Right.
keep going, keep working towards it. I love collaborations, and I'd like to do some more collaborations in the future. I'm all alone. I'm doing it by myself. Everything has to be done by me. There's a lot of weight on you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So yeah, get some good partners.
There's quite a few, like Stephen Winter. You know him, don't you?
Barely.
Stephen Winter. He's the keyboard guy in Plastic Kings right now, but he is a concert pianist. He's amazing, and he's got one of those great. I think back in the '80s they had you could sling the keyboard around your neck. You know.
Guitar.
Yeah, that's what it was. He's got one of those, but he's got all kinds of keyboards and stuff, and he plays with a lot of acoustic guys who are just doing a solo thing. And he does wineries like he does it with Ed Callison. He's played with Jeff Faulkner. Just maybe pick out some of the musicians that aren't just playing guitar.
Yeah.
A bass
Branch
player
out.
or something, to grab with.
That'd be a way. Yeah, my friend Keith Wagner does that with the Styx tribute band.
Yes.
Got that guitar.
Grand
He loves it.
Illusion.
Yes.
They're amazing. First time I heard them, Tim Lokey called me and he said, "Okay, you got to come over and listen to this band." They had the 4 top singers, Jason Cunningham and Tim and who are the other 2? I can't
Wes.
remember. Yes,
Wes
Wes Stillman was one, and then I can't remember who the 4th one was.
Carlos Bedoya's in that.
Yeah, Carlos Bedoya. But then they changed a couple of them after that. But still, the 4, when they first got on stage and sang that first song, it was like, oh my
Right, because
God.
if
Holy
you're
cow.
gonna replicate Styx, you gotta.
You
have
gotta be
vocals
they
right.
and they flipping nailed it. I was blown away.
Wow,
So he
that's hard
calls
to
me and
do.
says, "Come over and listen and tell us what you think." And I'm like, "Oh, geez, don't do this to me." I walk into somebody's, I don't know whose basement it was over in O'Fallon. I walk in and I'm barely walking in the door, and they rip into one of the songs, and all through the house I was going, I mean, it literally took my breath away. And I've listened to a lot of bands and critiqued, and I said, if you don't want to know, then don't ask me, But yeah, they were great. It was amazing, and then they did it for a long time, and then they just they were all in other bands too. So, because that was when I think a lot of the tributes were coming out.
Yeah.
And you have to be spot on if you're going to do a tribute.
Right.
Not, I know people do covers and they put their spin on it, but if you're going to do a tribute,
you can do that way, but
Right.
if you're doing a tribute, you better stick to it.
people want to hear that. They
Right.
want to shut their eyes and say, "Oh my God, I'm here with Styx," So, or like back in the day, but
Yeah.
it's just, but yeah,
They were really popular like 7, 6 years ago,
Mhm.
all over the place. And I think COVID shut down so much. And then
right,
Well,
right,
There's plenty of them now.
definitely.
Holy cow, they're everywhere. I tried to recruit Keith to play keyboards on my EP, but he was like, I got the Staggered Cat, I got the Grand Illusion, I got my counting business. Do I really need a 4th? No, thanks. So there's no keyboards on that because of that.
Right. Well, there's quite a few players out there.
Yeah.
Phil Minoriti's really good. He's very articulate on his keys, and then Wayne, what's his name? Can't think of the Draper. Now he's with Soul Cracker.
Well, you're an excellent resource, and I'll remember that.
Yes. So, yeah, there's a lot of them out there, and I've told some of these kids who've come in here, I'm gonna record my music. Get some of these seasoned musicians, George Patsos or somebody else, who are guest on your first EP, album, CD, whatever you want to do, and they'll do it. They'll throw songs in there and play with you. It's just a way to sell more music. So especially original stuff, and they'll do it for sure.
You get the crosses in there too, the different people involved, and then they talk about yours, and he talks about yours, and it goes around and around like that.
Well, that's what Rick did on his CD. He had Gene Guzman, Mike Matthews was his producer, and he's got all kinds of stars.
Gene
on it.
Guzman, I haven't heard that name in a while.
Gino.
I was partnered with Gene too a long time ago.
Oh yeah, he's super cool. Well, him and his wife have that snow cone business in St. Peters now.
Do they? I did not.
Gene
know that.
retired from FedEx, and Sherry retired, and they have a little, what's it called? Shaved Ice. It's right there in St. Peters. Is it off of? It's off Mexico Road. Yeah, it's kind of off the main drag, but it's right in a mall. It's a little cinder block. It's
Want to go surprise Gene?
Yes. They have a blast doing that. So it's a lot of fun.
what a nice little easy button retirement.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's fun. Everybody goes to see him. It's cool. It's really cool. It's in a nice little location. they're only open, what, 3 months a year?
Right?
You know, so.
Tough, yeah, tough life. Yeah.
I'll take that.
But yeah, they're having a blast. So, you know, good for them
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
It is 8, what is that time is it? 8:43. You want to do one more song, and then do you have another song, and then we'll do your country song? We'll play
Okay,
it, see what it sounds like.
I'll play, I'll play
Let's
my
see what it
part.
sounds like on this end. But
You
it
guys-
does sound different on the phone end.
Yeah, it freaked me out a little bit. I didn't
As
know.
far,
You guys say something funny while I tune up.
Yeah.
That's not a pressure.
Yeah, no pressure at all. So are you playing it all, or are you just focusing on the Alice Cooper?
I was
Are you
gonna-
gun for hire?
I've actually got an audition tomorrow night.
Really?
A band called Rock Incorporated. So, and their drummer's been having problems. His wife's been in the hospital, so
Oh no.
he's not going to be at the audition. So
Right.
I get to follow no drummer, which is I'm okay with that. I can keep
You can
the
do
rhythm.
it. You can do it.
I can keep the groove.
Do you play, Mama?
No, I do not play.
Are you the number
I
one
sing-
fan?
I sing totally off key. Like, I love music. I love going live music, dancing on the floor, but yeah.
So where's your best concert, in the shower or the car?
I would say the car.
Yeah. I do the best drum solos for Rush in the car.
Oh my gosh.
You know you can scream and it doesn't matter.
If the
where
house
you
is
go.
empty and I'm cleaning,
Oh yeah,
crank
forget it.
up,
I know,
yeah.
isn't it the best?
Oh, I'm hitting
That
Tupelo, honey,
is-
like you wouldn't believe.
I know, it's the best, isn't it? Thank
So,
you,
yes,
thank you.
Right. I can hear when other people are off key. I'm off key all the time, but I'm not a bad critique. At the art, I would say.
Otherwise, you're just number one fan to your family.
Yes, yes, there we go. There we go.
Okay, tell us about this song.
Okay, this is a party song. I wanted to write one that doesn't sound anything like the others, so that's what I did. And it's a party tune. It's about taking the opportunities where they come.
Awesome.
It's called Sign on the Bottom Line.
Alrighty.
Can I explain, please? We're about to change the present situation just for clarity. We got an open door, we work so hard for us to set the record straight. I wanna say this while I got in full attention before it gets too late. My advice here before you disappear, I just wanna make it crystal clear. You better sign on the dotted line. Everything is going our way. It's about time. Yeah, it's time. You better sign. Do you believe in fate? From beginning to the final destination, and it was worth the wait. I'm looking out for you, and you know it's true, so we gotta see this whole thing through. You better sign on the dotted line. Now the world is spinning our way. It's about time. It's time. There are so many ways to say hello and goodbye. You got to know when the time is right, and it's right now. So you better sign. Testify. Say goodbye to the Burger Kings, to the Panamas SpaghettiOs. Say cheers to the big champagne, to the sand on the Morocco's. Say goodbye to the struggle that you never forget. Say hello to the neck that you never forget. Say goodbye to the stress of the rushing weight of death. Hasta la vista, baby. Get to the chopper. Otherwise, I'll ask for God. Time to regret any day. Sayonara, we'll be gone tomorrow, and we're doing it our own way. When it's too sick to see us at the ocean toast. Child, my power of bringing ghost goes. And I wanna say we're
Episode 152. Adam Mayer in
Aaron.
the house. What did I say, Adam? God, what's wrong with me? I lost my mind today. Oh, turned off the show. I can't say your name right. Okay, start over. Episode 152. Aaron Mayer in the house. And his family, his friends, Richard. Of course, I gotta give a shout out to Tweezy, our producer, my guy back here, who makes everybody look good. Next week I've got Daniel Jean. It's a duo. They played at my birthday party last week, and they're pretty good. And then Ozcat will be there the week after. And then I've got Pyrus Wade and Spilly Nelson. So it'll be very chronic in here then. All right, they're a lot of fun. So tell us about your song, Dumb Country Song. You said,
Okay.
oh, it's controversial. Please.
Yes, right.
I wrote the book on that.
So I wrote like 4 or 5 songs, and I had a partner, and my partner wasn't playing my original material. He was doing all the cover stuff, and he wasn't working on mine. So I just went to him and I said, I want to get you involved. So what do you want to do? And he said, well, I want to play songs that make people want to drink and raise their beer and sing along. They can sing along to it. It's easy to remember. So let's do a country song like that. So I came back. I swear I wrote this song in like 1 hour.
Those
Came
are
back
the
to the
best.
next rehearsal, and I had the whole thing done.
That's
And he
awesome.
loved it, and so it seems to be a big hit around when I played around at the wineries and bars and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's going to be your song that everybody's going to want to hear.
I guess. Let's force everyone else to play it
As
too.
long as
then.
it's not White Wedding by Billy Idol. Sick of that one,
Is
too.
that what you want?
Gee. Okay. Episode 152. We will see you next week. StL Roar, Soldier by Blood, Louis Wood Productions. Thank you, Aaron Mayer, for being here. Yay. And we will see you at Grand Slam Friday night,
Mhm.
6 or 7 o'clock. Go at 5, eat dinner, hang out, you know,
There you go.
get, you know, some autographs and some free stuff. What free stuff are you going to give them?
I had another plug I wanted to fit in.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
I'm
It's all
playing
good.
in Springfield at the Springfield Botanical Garden.
Uh-huh.
At the end of October, October 27th, they have parties in the park on Sundays.
Very cool.
And I'm going to be there Sunday, October 27th at Gigs in the Garden. Please come.
Very cool. Well, if you send me an invite, I'll throw it on my video thing. But you got to send me the invite. I can't chase down bands. I mean, I got people mad at me because like, you didn't put me on my thing. You
mean
have to
event?
let me know.
Okay.
So, because I just don't have the time to chase down every band in this town and every venue. I had a venue get mad at me because I wouldn't promote the venue. Well, I'm not chasing down the venue. I don't know what to tell you, you know.
You
Because
need
the
to set
last-
it in front of you and make it easy.
Did they pay you to
Exactly.
promote them?
There's a couple that do. Yeah, so yeah.
But if they don't, then what?
Well, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's a crapshoot. I cannot chase down everybody in this town, you know, and inevitably I could put 50 bands and venues on there, and I'll still miss one. That'll be the one who's like, you didn't put us on. I'm like, I'm sorry, shoot me, you know. So yeah, the ones that donate every month, they always will be on there because you know they're paying for it. So other than that, but I don't ask for money for any of that stuff. That's not what I'm about.
Yeah, and you're working,
It's just I can't help it. But I think my favorite was a band got mad because they got a last minute gig and I didn't know about it. And I was doing my shows on Tuesdays and they got a last minute gig on Thursday and got mad because I did the video 2 days ago. Really? You're gonna get mad at me now? You just got a last minute gig? I'm so sorry.
Not fair.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah. So, Grand Slam this Friday. Where are you at next Friday?
The following Friday is the 5th, July 5th. That is at Wild Sun Winery in Hillsborough.
Not playing 4th of July this year?
Not playing 4th of July. I'm going to go see my friend play.
You blowing shit up?
Yeah, they blow stuff up. You bet.
That's good. That's awesome. We haven't decided what we're going to do yet. There's so many places to go, you know. But it'll be fun. So, we're going to listen to Dumb Country Song, and we'll see you next week.
Great. Thanks for having me. I
Thank
appreciate it.
you. Oh, come on. What? Just play.
Do something magic back there.
Why is it not playing, Tweezy? There it is.